Well, it's been a while since I made a video. Teresa Copeland. I am videotaping my recent journey into being a widow. It's actually, I'm not sure what today is. I think it's the 17th, maybe. So, if it's the 17th, then it's 11 days, and it'll be 1 year since my husband passed away. Today is, I believe it's Monday. I believe it's a Monday. Um, so I moved from my home, the home I shared with my husband, 5-bedroom home, to a small 2-bedroom home a few months after he passed. I guess it was maybe about 6 months. I'm not really sure. Um, I think it was in October. He passed in April, and I rescued dogs. So we had 12 dogs. We also had a 5-bedroom house with 2.5 lots. So um, I brought 5 dogs over with me. 4 females and 1 male. Very small dogs. The largest was, well, she's kind of a fatty, so she's 25, but everybody else was, you know, 12 pounds. I have the 25-pounder, 2 12-pounders, and 2 5-pounders. Um, all well behaved. House broke, which is why I brought them, because I was in a small space. I left the other 7 at the other house in McAllen, which is about 30 minutes from my house here in Mission. And I would just go back and forth every day, every day, every day, twice a day in the beginning, and then it started going into one day. But I'd be there as long as I could. I was cleaning, trying to get the house empty, which was impossible with those 7 dogs there, because they got to be right up your butt. You can't be in a bedroom cleaning because they're all in the house, and you're trying to get them to stay outside as much as possible because you're leaving and you want them to get their exercise and get all that energy. But no, they have to be wherever you are. So it's made the process of emptying that house, it's just dragged it out completely. So I, on Saturday, moved. No, Dell. On Saturday, I moved 3 of the males. Like I said, today's Monday, I think. On Saturday, I brought 3 of the other males over here, and knew that it was going to be an issue. With the male dogs, it's the peeing issue. They got to pee on everything. One pees on something, somebody else has to pee on something. So my stress level went up exponentially with just the extra um, 3 dogs. So I went from 5 to 8. Uh, 1 male to 4 males. And as I expected, they, were peeing on stuff. But not so much in the house. So it went better than expected. It's still stressful, but it went better than expected. And then that must have been Friday. So Saturday I moved the 2 old ladies, and I'm crating them up at night because they both are old and they have incontinence, and I don't want them peeing on everything. But they're good dogs and well behaved and not an issue. They're my old ladies. Um, and then yesterday I picked up the last 2, and one of which is still intact. Everybody else is fixed. All the animals are fixed. Um, Trouble is intact, and I knew this was going to be a problem. So as soon as he got here, um, and started peeing on everything, all the other males went crazy. So now I have 6 males, 6 males, 6 females. He literally walked in the house and pretty much just peed on everything. Boom, boom, boom. Before I could even get a word out, he was already peeing on stuff. So I decided that he's going to have to be crated also because I can't deal with this. I'm not dealing with this. And I have a big dog that lives down the street that comes to visit me. And I give him food, I give him treats. Well, he's also intact, so I'm a little worried there. I'm a little worried that a female is going to go into heat in the neighborhood because there's females everywhere and nobody has fixed dogs, and that trouble's going to run off. So I've decided that I'm going to reach out to one of my rescues about rehoming Trouble. I've had him for a long time. He's a good dog, but I'm trying to start my life over. And the one thing that I'm not going to do in this new life is spend every waking moment cleaning up pee and poop. Um, that's what I did in my previous life with the 12 dogs. And also in caring for my husband, I was his, caregiver for the last 10 years. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life dealing with this stuff. I found a serenity here in this little house that I needed. I was so sad and so devastated, and still am. I miss my husband terribly, and I'm having to start over my life alone, which I've never done ever. Like, I moved in with my first boyfriend when I was 16. We got married when I was 18. I had my first baby at 18, my second baby at 19. When he and I split up, it was me and my boys. So I've never been alone. And then I met my husband. We were together for 35 years. We had two more children. All the kids moved out, but it was me and him. It was me and him. And then he was gone. And I'm there solo in a 5-bedroom house with 12 dogs. Now I'm here solo in a 2-bedroom small frame home with 12 dogs. And I can't do it. I I've got to have something different. I've got to get my peace back. I mean, the dogs have only been here for a couple of days, and already my stress level has gone through the roof. Now, this is my own doing. These are the consequences of my choices. I realize that. Um, Something has to change. And I've got to change. My circumstances have to change. And I just can't go back. I can't go back. I can't go backwards. And if it means that I'm going to have to rehome a couple of them, does it seem like I'm not caring or loving and I don't love them? That's not true. I do love them. I love them all. I just can't do this anymore. And it's just one more thing that you have to give up. Your person dies. I've already given up sold my vans. I don't need vans anymore. I don't have a wheelchair to load. I don't have a disabled husband to load, so I don't need vans. I'm driving a little small, tiny Nissan. I'm giving up my home. I don't need a 5-bedroom home. For what? It's empty. I'm going to have to give up at least one dog who's causing a problem in my pack and in my life. Maybe more. There's just so many things that you just have to let go of. It's like this big avalanche. Um, I'm just feeling sorry for myself, and really, these are all consequences of my choices. It is what it is. But anyway, if you are in this journey, where you're trying to adjust your life and figure out how to live by yourself and questioning why am I constantly having to let go of something. I wish I had the answer, and if you figure it out, please let me know. But I'm in it with you, and we're going to be okay. um we just can't go backwards. You've got to move forward, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a better life for myself, because no one's going to do it for me, and trying to find my peace. Anyway, that's what's happening in my life. I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.